Rivers Assembly rejects Fubara's commissioners, gives governor 48 hours to submit fresh nominees list. This Rivers imbroglio seems not to end anytime soon. It is as if since the return of these 27 pro-Wike lawmakers, the agenda is to get the governor out at all cost. Yes, quite correct. From the constitutional interpretation, the governor has infracted so many things, and it appears there is no backing down by the governor or the legislators. Is this not affecting governance in Rivers State? The Jaws have been threatening war if Fubara is impeached. Many stakeholders, state actors and non-state actors are of the opinion that the Amewule-led assembly will not rest until Fubara and his deputy are impeached and Amewule becomes the governor. Is this the reason for these ultimatums every day? Well, time will tell. Let's listen to the news. The Rivers State House of Assembly, led by Speaker Martin Amewule, has given Governor Siminalayi Fubara a 48-hour ultimatum to submit a new list of commissioner nominees for screening and confirmation. The ultimatum follows the Assembly's accusation that Fubara unlawfully swore in 19 commissioners without their approval, allegedly violating the Constitution. In a letter dated March 5, the Assembly accused Fubara of unlawfully swearing in 19 commissioners without legislative screening and confirmation. It also alleged that other appointments were made without due process. The Assembly described the action as a violation of the Constitution. Part of the statement issued by the Assembly reads, "Another infraction of the law is the swearing in of Lawrence Okojaja as chairman, Ernest Ibekwe Ekwe, Mina Ogbanga, Eseleye Amakri, and Adokiye Oyagiri as members of the Rivers State Bureau on Public Procurement on Friday, August 30, 2024, without screening and confirmation by the Rivers State House of Assembly as stipulated in Section 4A of the Rivers State Public Procurement Law No. 4 of 2008. Others include Gift Alex Hart, Grace Osarunu, and Selina Ammonier as members. Similarly, the swearing in of Goodlife Ben as chairman, along with Emmanuel Jaja, Betty Wamate, Jerome Chimenem, Prince Ohochukwu, Philip Okparaji, and Christian Amadi as members of the Rivers State Local Government Service Commission without screening and confirmation is a violation of Section 44(3) of the Rivers State Local Government Law No. 5 of 2018. These appointments, along with others not mentioned here due to space constraints, but which are also not in compliance with extant laws, are not only infractions, but also pose a serious threat to our nascent democracy. They must be addressed accordingly. The House, therefore, requests you to submit a list of nominees for appointment as commissioners into the Rivers State Executive Council, as well as nominees to fill vacancies in all the offices mentioned above, or any other positions requiring legislative screening and confirmation within 48 hours. The lawmakers urge Fubara to comply with the provisions of the 1999 Constitution and other laws governing the state. The Assembly urged the governor to submit the 2025 budget for approval. These post-hearings of the Assembly seems to be targeted at the governor, since it is likely impossible for the governor to send a fresh list to the House, because as at the time these people were sworn in, the governor's men, although few, were in charge. But by the interpretation of the CTC judgment, the governor ought to have sent these names to the Martins and Mewule-led legislature. Who will blink first? Somebody said after Supreme Court go dey beat chest, dem don do justice. Somebody too is of the opinion that the governor should not waste his time with these criminals before they rubbish him. What he should do next is to close down the complex and remove the roof, while filing a case in Federal High Court against them by telling the court on how he's threatening with impeachment by the illegal House of Assembly, period. Then he can also write the petition to the House representatives to take over the functions of the State Assembly for 6 months until things are returning normal. Does this sound as a good counsel when the Supreme Court has given its judgment, and as it is believed allegedly that the hand of the president is inside this matter? Do you think writing to the House that is controlled by the president's party will offset this scale of balance? Somebody said they are trying to undo what the 3 members did, which they termed illegal, and also redo it in a proper way. I think Rivers people don't understand. They are trying to put the record straight. Now, Fubara can still submit the same list again to the now constituted House of Assembly for a normal lawful screening. Now that they have formed a quorum. It is usually unacceptable for a meeting that doesn't form a quorum to make policies or take important decisions. People should know the law. 31 people constitutes the House and 3 passed budget and screen key officers in the state. This is unconstitutional. People should follow the due process of the law. The governor was misled for a long time. He should learn to be careful with evil advisers who may wreck his noble governance. That sounds like a good counsel, but will it be seen as a good one? What do you think?